Private Investigator Stories. According to Reddit, number 15. I had a babysitter that we thought was stealing from us. Luckily, our neighbor was a private investigator couple, and they ran a background for $10. What the fuck? That's a really reasonable price, and I'm intrigued by them being a couple. Interesting. The babysitter had a string of driving under the influences, and a few days before a large fine was due, my camera disappeared. Oh boy. Just stealing from the couple you babysit for. He also stole money from my child's piggy banks. He sort of disappeared, but was also really into Instagram, so I surreptitiously followed him. He started babysitting again for a single mom, easy target, and posted a lot of fun pics with his family. I tracked him down through the mom and sent her a long email detailing his scam. She said that we were right, and it was clear that he'd been stealing from her business. He has since gone underground, but I still Google him regularly to see what he's up to. He's been able to avoid arrest for quite a while now. What an interesting little story here. Just gets better and better. Hello and welcome everybody to the Linda Has Changed Her Profile Picture celebration stream. I hope you're having a great day. Hello to future Bess, or Bless, goddamn. You alright, boy? Miss Not So Sweet, damn, and I was wanting her to be sweet. Mr. Ryukage, Taylor Lee, wonder if he plans to evolve, to Rock Lee, but not in the gross way where you get hard. You can become rock without having to get hard. You ever wonder if somebody wanted to, when somebody died, have their ashes made into a rock? That'd be pretty cool. Or maybe make a portion of their ashes into some sort of like a little capsule or something. Maybe put it in a ring or in a necklace.
They've made themselves into diamonds and other gems.
Yeah. In gems and jewels. Gems. I really like saying gems like that, I'm sorry. Seraphim Bear says, I just found out the actor who played Debo from Friday died. That sucks. You could say, as it pertains to life, he got knocked the fuck out. Wow. Miss Not So Sweet says it's 12:48 where they are, but for us it's only 9:48. Well, actually 9:49 now. Koopaling says that the very thing that I described is called a life gem. But I want to be made into a gem. Is that real? Is that true? You want to be a gem? Selena says, hi, Kyle. I'm almost done with school. Congratulations. It's quite the series of hoops to jump through. Not everybody has the patience to make it happen, but you could do it. And you will be able to just stay on that path. That goes to anybody in the midst of school. Here's hoping that, if you're using this as a backdrop to you studying, that I don't know, you'll go far. I just burped. I'm sorry. I wish that I could go to a school where I could learn not to be gross for extended periods of time. I apologize. I'm sorry for doing what I do, but I know that there are some people who are into that, and I don't want to ostracize them. I want to be inclusive here. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 14. In his 20s, my significant other hired a private investigator to find out what had become of my childhood bully who made his life hell. Sorry, the childhood bully for the significant other. Apparently, this childhood bully vowed to kill him. Now that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Harry. You're a wizard. Sierra Miss says, hey, Kyle and Dia. You did it. Linda says, my cousin had her portion of her father's cremains mixed into a resin heart. You know, I've never heard of a cremation or ashes referred to as cremains, but that's a terrifying phrase. It really is. Somebody says it's sweet, but to me it's kind of creepy. Excuse me, I need a drink. Forgive me. I've really butchered this last entry, so we're going to do this from the beginning. In his 20s, my significant other hired a private investigator to find out what had become of his childhood bully, who vowed to kill him. He actually did try to bring a loaded gun to school, but some other kids ratted on him, and the bully got expelled. But still lived in the neighborhood still lived in the neighborhood for a few more years and beat up my significant other every chance that he got. Come on, man. The private investigator found the bully living in a town more than an hour outside of the big city in a dead-end job, and he'd been arrested for assault and public drunkenness a couple of times. That info helped my significant other get past his fear that the guy would find him someday and make good on his threat. That guy's got other problems now. Problems he created for himself. You make your bed and you sleep in it. You make your bed and you sleep in it. But get naked, sleep in the bed, you're so naked. Do you like the part where they're naked in the bed? But they made that bed, so they have to sleep in it. See what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made it. Hello to Haru. How are you doing? How are you doing, Dia? I had the idea to say, how are you doing like that? It rolls right off the tongue, right? It's really natural. How are you doing? I don't think people listening to this going, oh, that's dumb, just go to the next entry. I don't think you can do it. Force your safe self. Yeah, you'd have to lose losing battles. Oh my God. Oh my God. You'd have to fight and lose a battle with your own mind and how your tongue should articulate the things that are flying thought-wise out of your fucking mouth as frequently as I do to be able to master something like that. How are you doing? Can you do it, Dia? Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
How are you doing?
It's crazy that how to actually watch the video game awards, girl. I'm not gonna lie. The reason that I planned to avoid... Oh my God, K-Haven. Thank you. Didn't even add a message. You just felt like doing that, and that's what you did, and I appreciate the contribution, and it goes a much longer way, further way, make me longer, than you would understand. Okay? And I appreciate it. Hadi was saying she caught the tail end of the Game Awards. I didn't want to watch it because I'm kind of losing faith in that show. The show itself is already a platform for advertisements to gamers, but the fact that they were probably just planning to give away so many fake-ass awards to punk-ass Last of Us when it was clearly the most decisive game that came out, and it's definitely going to be forgotten as we roll into the future. You know what I mean? Anyway, speaking of things being forgotten, right? What I was talking to Dia about in the way of live services, you know, we may not play Apex Legends. We may not play too much Warframe and things like that, or Destiny, but we know that they're relevant as far as games that keep getting updated, keep getting, you know, changes and modifications made and modes and stuff like that to make it more interesting. You know, Fortnite's whole thing is that they do crossovers and make money via skins and emotes, but apparently they gonna have Michonne and Daryl from The Walking Dead coming in there, but y'all already knew that's not what I was excited about. I was excited about this motherfucker. And he is in the game now, and I tried to get him, but it wouldn't let me do it. And that's so fucked up. Something about it was like rejecting my card every time I tried to do it. It said uh-oh through what they call it, but my card's linked to everything, and I think I bought something as recently as like a few days ago for Dia. So who knows what the hell the problem is. How are you doing? this night, okay? Do you have something to be as excited about as it comes, soon, like maybe you're anticipating it, as I am about a skin of Master Chief himself? Do you know what Master Chief's real name is, Dia? It's John. Yeah. Nyson.
Basic.
Yeah. It's nothing technical there, Damn. We continue up this list now. No more murder stories. Number 13. I had a girlfriend that worked for a while. I had a girlfriend that worked for one for a while. Your girlfriend was an assistant to a private investigator. She said that the majority of their work was insurance scams. She took a lot of pictures of guys who said that they were hurt on the job, playing golf and surfing and things like this, and then they just get up. It's funny that we say that. It's funny that we say that because I think I have a video somewhere from Cyberpunk Glitches. Remember where somebody beats up a dude in a wheelchair and then they just stand up and walk away. They go, "I don't have to take this." It's a miracle. It's a miracle here. Number 12, boy. My law firm had a bad faith insurance case several years ago. He claimed, or a guy got hurt at work. He claimed that he was disabled because he hurt his back and could not lift anything or really engage in any type of physical activity. His disability insurance carrier failed to handle the claim and pay him what he was owed. There was a potential for relatively large damages. In fact, the carrier filed in court what is known as an offer to confess judgment. It's a way of agreeing to let judgment be taken for the amount. The plaintiff can accept the offer or reject it. However, if he rejects the offer, he is responsible for the defendant's attorney's fees if the verdict ends up being less than the amount of the offer to confess judgment. The offer in this case was $750,000. You know what we could buy with that, Dia? A hell of a lot of McNuggets. You know what I'm talking about? He rejected the offer. Why would you do that? A few weeks later, our private investigator found out that the plaintiff bowled every week. The private investigator got video of the plaintiff bowling and copies of his score sheets going several years back throughout the date of the accident. It was clear he really was not disabled. When you've got a track, oh my God, you live so... The dude didn't even stop. He also found that the plaintiff had been in a car wreck and was making identical injury claims to the other driver's insurance carrier. We filed a motion with the court to dismiss the lawsuit based upon fraud and perjury. The court set the motion for a hearing, but before that happened, the plaintiff dismissed his lawsuit. I'm still stuck at rejecting $750,000.
Because this guy thought he'd probably get more if he tried to push it.
It's just like we out here living these lives, but what we really need to do if we want to get by is be a crook, is break the law, is sell a little bit of this, is move a little bit of this around, you know what I mean? Make somebody pay for something that isn't really true. I just don't understand how you can do so many things in the world to make money, but what brings some people purpose is just ruining other shit that people like. Here's my plan. I'm going to become a writer on that team, and I'm going to make it so that there's no more pretty women, that there's only culturally diverse people playing certain roles. It's like, wait a minute. Is that necessary? Is this helping the story at all? Nah. Story. Pfft. This isn't about that. This is about the message. It's about this agenda, baby. Miss Nugget says, Dino Nugget or normal nuggets? Well, they don't have Dino Nuggets at McDonald's, do they? So, normal McNuggets. I tried some McNuggets from, not McNuggets, but I tried normal nuggets from the grocery store the other day, and they did not taste great. Okay? And I'm potentially going to make some enemies with what I'm going to look up for you. They were called Pilgrim's Tempura Nuggets. and they looked exactly like some McNuggets. So I was, interested in, trying them out, throwing them in the air fryer, which makes everything amazingly. And they did not taste right. They did not taste right. So if you like these, I want you to know, Kyle does not. Something about these were just not doing the trick. They look like McNuggets. And again, I'm terrible for comparing them to McNuggets. It's not one on the scale of how much they taste like McNuggets. It's just whether they were good, and they were not to me. Something about the texture of that chicken was all wrong. So there's that, I guess. Rollways says, good evening, everyone. Hope you're having a sexy and wonderful evening as you deserve, Rollways. Miss Not So Sweet says, that's just rude. I don't even remember what I said. Seraphim Bear says, what's wrong with pretty women? Nothing's wrong with pretty women. Everyone loves pretty women. Pretty women will sell your fucking product. But these days, I guess some people on the team behind that are so triggered by what a pretty woman is, and just, oh, why does it have to be a pretty woman? That's when you got a problem. What do you mean? What is that? Why does it have to be a pretty? Why is she so slim too? Shouldn't she be more hefty? Wait a minute. Can we get a wheelchair in here? Can we get a wheelchair in here?
I just watched your video and you used an actress who is not actually wheelchair bound for your wheelchair role?
When you're outwoked by somebody on the internet.
You know how many people are trying to make it as actresses that have this disability but wake up every day and say to themselves, no, that won't make me stop. But then they lose roles to people who don't even have their condition? Oh my God. If you make it so that there are voice actors on Family Guy that are not black like the way that you draw them, then I am going to lose it.
And I say that to say this. If you ever wake up and feel like you just wasted your day, or that you're not as far as you wanted to be, or that you haven't accomplished what you've meant to accomplish by now in your life, it's coming down to that final month of the year for you to think things to yourself like, man, what did I do this year? Nothing as usual. You kind of have an excuse this year, At least you made it. At least you survived. Everybody was trying their best against you so that you wouldn't be able to survive this year. But you know what? You made it. You completely on happenstance and maybe a bit of you, trying to be safe. You made it. At least this isn't your life, Number 11. I know somebody who was like an assistant to the actual private investigator. She basically went to bingo with a camera in her purse to capture video of a woman. The woman claimed that a car accident had completely immobilized her, but she would take off the neck brace all the time, playing bingo for hours on end. Nothing exciting, just capturing fraud. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are trying to lead a court or whatever, no, I think court is pertinent to this discussion. So let me say this, let me phrase it like this. You have lied in court, or are willing to lie in a capacity that goes as far as court, but at least in a legal capacity, you're planning to lie that you have sustained this amount of injury. Maybe you fucked up your leg, maybe you fucked up your neck. You know what I mean? If there's a place that you're going to at least make it seem where you're selling this injury, it should be in public. It's not like this investigator was looking inside your house and saw you doing backflips and all kind of bullshit like this. You're out in public, bowling, and playing bingo and jumping around and all kind of bullshit where people in a public place can just record your bitch ass. You deserve what you get. And all we can do is be happy that some of these people who are willing to commit fraud are as dumb as they are. The sad part is they don't get to be this dumb when they're not rich enough to be able to make it go away. Some people are rich enough to just break the law as many times as we can blink in a minute because they know that they have the money to make that go away. They got the lawyers to just, stretch that bullshit out. Imagine being so rich that you can commit so many crimes that you'll really just be able to get away with because you have enough money to pay lawyers to almost stretch this bullshit out longer than you would live. You know what I mean? I'm not planning to live that long, okay? Who can say that they are planning to live long? Or prosper? That's a Star Wars reference I threw in there. You want to correct me? Do it in the comment section. Do it, man. As we continue up this list, we arrive at number 10. I was a private investigator for a little bit. Most work private investigators do is searching financial court records and serving documents. But one time I was paid by wealthy parents to stake out their college senior who had stopped returning their calls. They were worried about her. These parents paid like $40,000 for round-the-clock monitoring just to find out that their daughter dropped out of school and was like a full-time ski bum. Ski bum? Well, I guess when you got parents that are willing to throw $40,000 at a private investigator because you're not answering their calls. Like, Dia, if I stop answering my mom's calls, how many days do you think it'd take before she just showed up? And you can go, oh, well, she lives in a distance where it would make sense for her to do that. Do you think that there's a place in the world that I could live where she could know and she wouldn't just show up and be like,
You don't answer your phone.
yeah, I mean, I'd be like, yeah, bro. But imagine being so, oh, maybe the parents are busy with very busy jobs. You know, the dad's a doctor and the mom's a lawyer and we just can't bring ourselves to go look for our, but we will pay $40,000 to go, you surveil that bitch. How many dicks has she sucked today? You tell me.
She's just skiing the slopes, bro. She's hitting that pizza french fry.
Do you know anything about pizza french fry as it pertains to skiing, Dia?
Yes.
Good.
I don't think I'll ever go skiing though.
By the way, stakeouts are mostly just sitting in your car reading all day. Are you meaning to imply that this is somehow boring and that most of us wouldn't do it for $40,000? Suck your mother. All right, as we continue up to number 9.
Why do you think that that's what they meant? Oh shit, I couldn't catch it.
Couldn't catch what? Huh. Rollaway says, is Cyberpunk just as buggy on the PS5? You know, I wouldn't know because I only played it on PC. And the bug that I experienced was completely audio-based, but I fixed it. So I don't know what's going on anybody else's different version. Tony the Turtle says, yeah, my lawyer's first warning to me was to always wear my brace in public. Always, dude. Whether or not your neck feels a little bit better today or not, bro. Come on. But Tony, you're speaking from a place of having representation that, you know, is smart enough to make sure that things look a certain way. Some of these people are so dumb and so confident because they've probably been getting away with this forever. I wouldn't be surprised if, bro, Fortnite is doing some crazy shit, whether you like that stupid game or not, man. Whether you like Fortnite's bitch ass or not, what I love is, I was telling Dia this earlier, you understand? Like, Master Chief is in Fortnite right now, and they are putting in Blood Gulch, which is a map from Halo. Well, shit, Blood Gulch probably goes back to like 2, or is it even 1? It's not relevant. It's not relevant. Blood Gulch map, Halo. Was Blood Gulch in Halo 1? It was, I guess. Blood Gulch was in the first Halo. God damn. Blood Gulch is 19 years old, Dia. As Halo is. Holy shit. Sorry. The long and short of what I was saying is that this map has been remade and is going to be featured in Fortnite tomorrow. So you can play Capture the Flag in this game mode. Dia, I'd play that. Because we don't really have a Capture the Flag in this game, do we? Bruh. I'm
Wait.
so mad.
What does capture the flag like entail? What is that?
What is it? You don't know what capture the flag is like. There's a flag on one side. There's a flag on your side. Their team needs to come get your flag and bring it back to their side. And we need to get their flag and bring it back to our side. That's the long and short of it. Sometimes it's only one capture the flag. Maybe there's one flag in the middle or something like that, and we're both fighting to get that and then bring it back to our base. Sometimes there's rules where when you're capturing their flag, your flag must be home, otherwise you can't score. You know what I mean? So there are scenarios where both teams have both flags, and we're just like trying to kill and get that other flag back so that we can score. There's all kinds of silly rules. Sometimes it's only, like maybe you're defending, and they're going to come get your flag. And you have to, try your best to defend that flag being taken because there is no, multi-flags on the board. But that's all it is you go get their shit, fuck up whoever's around there, bring it back, protect the person with the flag, and that's it.
Dia's never played Capture the Flag.
I've played like real life capture the flag, but I thought it would be a little different. I guess it's exactly the same as you would play it in real life.
Rollaway says, I just started playing Red Dead Redemption for the first time. I just got to the part with Arthur finding out he's sick. I never made it further than the beginning of Red Dead Redemption. You could call me, Rollaways, a son of a bitch. Damn. My point in bringing any of this up was to say that Blood Gulch, a map from a 19-year-old video game, is coming to Fortnite tomorrow. So technically, you can play Halo, with massive air quotes, on PS4 tomorrow, which I fucking love. There's an airship map coming to Among Us. I'm sorry, there was Among Us news. I don't play that so much, so I didn't think to bring it up to you.
Because they have released a screenshot of like the new map that they were adding to the game.
Bro, people should take a drink every time I talk about video games. Now, number 8. I hadn't heard from my mother since I was about 15 years old. Unstable due to drugs and alcohol. Why is it getting more? Come on. When I was 29 years old, I decided that it was time for us to find out what happened to her. I figured if she was a Jane Doe somewhere, then I could at least put her to rest. And if she was alive, then I wanted to let her know that I forgave her. I hired a private investigator to help. I guess she was moved by my story. So she also ran info for the man my mother was apparently married to. Wow. With one clue from his report, I was able to track them down. I wouldn't have found my mom if it wasn't for the private investigator who kindly ran an extra report for free. Mom has remained sober for 7 years and is probably the healthiest she's ever been physically and emotionally. Fucked up. Fucked up, fucked up, fucked up. The crazy thing about some parents that people like to assume isn't the truth is that they were never meant to be parents. You know what I mean, Dia? Some people were never meant to be parents. And the best shot that some of these kids have is to get the hell away from them. And it's not to say that, many of these people can't reach a point where they could become good parents, but they're just people. Just like a police officer is really just a motherfucker with a badge and a gun that's no less human than you. They haven't gone through any kind of conditioning or tests or psychological preparation to become. They are just another guy, They're just another guy. That's what your parents are. They're people. And many of them can snap into the gear that would be better suited to raising a child. But some people got problems that... Think about the kinds of problems that some of you guys consider yourself having. Can you imagine icing that cake with a child? Maybe you already have a child. Maybe the child is the root of all the problems in your world. But you were the one who accepted that challenge in the way of that problem. So you are the parent of that problem. Wow. You know what I'm talking about? You're the reason for that problem. The reason for the season. Kids, ill. Number 7. I'm sorry. What the fuck? My story's a little bit different. I had a private investigator investigate me. About 6 years ago, I became very ill with a variety of issues that left me really quite poorly. I was an optician, and so using my hands with arthritis was just never going to be a plan. So I applied for disability support. I'm in the UK. I sailed through and started receiving a monthly amount. Now fast forward a few years and I then start getting restless at home, so I retrain into a job that doesn't involve my hands. I stop receiving money, except for the benefit that you can get while you work. Dia, imagine living a life like this, where this guy actually qualifies for a kind of like support in the way of disability, but then gets restless and decides, no, I want to rejoin the workforce. You know? He could have sat there, received this money, lived on Easy Street for his entire life. You know? But that was not the quality of life that he wanted, so he jumped back up and rejoined the workforce. I think that's interesting. A lot of us won't be able to live so luxurious a life where we can go, nah, I'm bored, even with the money. Me go work now. Damn. Sorry, it bites through me a little bit in a way that's like thinking about whether he was lonely or whether he felt like he was without purpose. Ugh. Some people at certain jobs, you know, they're like reaching and they're invested and they're not just driven, Dia. They're just like super social in a way where you're just like, what the fuck, man? But everybody's different, and some people need different things to be able to make it, to be able to tick. You know, some guys just want to see some perky titties with no bra and a white shirt, you know what I mean? But some people are at work legitimately reaching out, trying to establish friendships and bonds because they're lonely, Dia. That shit could never be me. Trying to clock out and go home. Can I come hang out with you? No. Are you a bag of Kit Kat bars? Because if not, I have no use for you, Dia. I don't even like Kit Kats that much. Sometimes I just look around the room and I see the wrong shit, Dia. A bag of Kit Kats. I want to thank everybody for being here, and what I want to make abundantly clear is that I'm very appreciative for today's sponsor, Kyle. I'm kidding. You better stop. All right. I was gonna pan to what is probably, I don't need to know about that. You don't need to know about that. Okay. So we continue up this list. Wow. Number 6. My parents hired a private investigator to find out who my online boyfriend was when I was 13 years old. The private investigator came back and told us that he was just a fat-ass 13-year-old. Just a fat-ass 13-year-old? That boy could have gone on to develop Fortnite. Why is his weight an issue? How dare you body shame a 13-year-old? You're a grown person tasked with investigating people's lives because they're more interesting than yours. 13-year-old knew to lie and say that he was older or something to get this young thought's attention.
I'm 13 and I like to get up and down it, but you know, I only like older men.
And this 13-year-old boy is like, this fucking hoe. What the fuck?
PS5 fund.
Hey, rollaways. I love you. Thank you. You know, this is going a long way. I can't believe that you're actually kind enough. It's the thought that counts. And you've gone as far as a contribution as well. So I want you to know that I'm appreciative of you. And I know that in your heart you would never be a 13-year-old that forces another 13-year-old to lie about who they are just to be interested. You know? Fat ass 13-year-old. A response says, when I was 14, my parents suspected that, wait a minute, Dia, have I been neglecting to play the Tree Fitty when people donate Tree Fitty? I think that's been a thing I've been doing. I apologize.
What's Tree Fitty?
$3.50.
Tree Fitty. Tree Fitty.
If it's usually me who's like either reminding you or you immediately know.
Guys, just in case Rhea is in here and she's not saying anything, I want to do something specifically for her. She hated that. Ooh, my God, she hated that. The thing is, when somebody doesn't like something and it happens, usually they are self-aware enough to know they should just shut up. You understand? They can't say it, because if they say it, what they're inadvertently doing is equipping people with the knowledge that they dislike it enough to say something about it. And that can go either way. It can go people, you know, immediately understanding and not being about that bullshit, or it can make people again and again and again. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not picking on Rhea. I'm just saying I wanted to see if she was here. And if she was here, I think she would have said something to make it so that I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't hit that button again. One day she voiced that it just got on her nerves, and it forever made it concrete in my mind that I'll never be able to think of a whip cracking without Rhea. Dia. Number 5. Wow, we really made it to the end of this list. I'm amazing. My wife and I are friends. Aw. There's more of the sentence, Kyle. My wife and I are friends with a lot of bar owners. Get a load of these guys. There's more of the sentence, Kyle. My wife and I are friends with a lot of bar owners and bartenders because of her job. Dia, can you tell me what I was thinking about when I read this word just now?
What?
Dia's like buried in her phone because she's playing Animal Crossing. Or she's buried in her actual Nintendo Switch because she's playing Animal Crossing. What did I think when I saw this word? Boobs? It's the word tenders. What the fuck? I was thinking of chicken, Dia. You think I'm just all boobs all the time? There aren't that many nice titties in the world for me to always be thinking about boobs. Look, but the chicken. You know what I mean? Is that like a shot at me? Do we need to have a talk, Dia? Dia? It's not funny. I don't think that's funny. Are you taking a jab at me? What's wrong with liking breast?
What a woman you are sometimes.
Sierra says chicken has breasts too. That's damn right. And you know I like breasts more than anything. Dia actually knows because I buy a bunch of breasts. And then whenever I make things, I actually never buy anything else. Dia, I'm actually sorry because I just realized you like the other types of the chicken, but I never buy it for us. I'll buy it if we're ordering takeout or getting KFC, but I'm not going to cook non-breast chicken. I'm already kind of disgusted by the breasts, you know, in their non-cooked form as it is, and I'm cutting off all the fat and the gross, like, ugh, there's a lot of nasty shit on chicken when I'm trying to cook it. You know what I mean? But, you know, I guess because I'm personally cooking this meal, I'm not going to cook portions of it that I can't have. That'd be ridiculous. I cook so that whatever you don't end up eating, like the diva that Dia is, I'll be able to finish. Because Dia's like having a baby. You know what I mean? I have the baby, and then you eat what the baby doesn't eat. You know? Can't waste it. I think I'd waste stuff. Because if we had a baby, and then we were supposed to feed it stuff, and whatever it doesn't eat.
I guess we can feed it.
I guess. You know?
Yeah, that's what
You mean my baby can't consume energy from the cosmos without, you know, having to
Look,
physically...
Man, we're not getting into that one video that we watched the other night of an old lady trying to survive strictly out of...
And then she died.
tea,
Yo. Sometimes
she
when
didn't die.
She didn't die. I think she was gonna die. I think that lady was gonna die, dude.
She was always fine. It's just that I guess she finally realized that she was gonna freaking croak if she did continue. That she stopped, but she masked it as her going, oh, everyone is so concerned about me, so, you know, I'm gonna stop for the sake of everyone else. And it's like, no, you realize that you could.
Sorry, guys, you don't understand. Dia's going on about something that we were watching, it was like a documentary about some group of people that thought that they didn't need to even, you know, drink or eat, that they could just sustain themselves on the light of something. And there was a name for them, but I don't remember what it was. Oh shit! The breatharians.
Breatharians, yeah.
Oh my god, it was some garbage like that. Breatharian lives off of air instead of food. Okay? Y'all want to see some funny shit? Look some of that garbage up, man. We were crying laughing at that crap because this bitch was legitimately like, I will be in my home and you can monitor me for any time and you'll see that I'm not eating. It was really bad. Anyway, Miss Not So Sweet says Diva is the female version of a hustler. Nah, man. Diva is very... It's too in your face. It's too showboaty. A real hustler does what he does, and if you try to talk to a hustler about his hustle, he's got to be a bitch to reveal the aspects of that hustle. You know what I mean? But a diva is in your face. She's obnoxious. She's all about, like, I like to think of a typical diva as like Kim Kardashian, where it's just like to excess, you know? I like to think of a hustler. If there was a female version of a hustler, she would have power without needing to be a bitch. You get what I'm saying? A lot of divas are bitches in my eyes. That's my, interpretation of that word, unfortunately. I know that damn Beyonce song, but I've always had a problem with that. You got what I'm saying? I've always had a problem with it. Because a real diva, doesn't need to flex, doesn't need to, oof. There are a lot of really lame hustles out there today, Dia. You know what I mean?
Lame hustlers?
No, lame hustles in general. Like, I guess it's just easy because the heart of a hustle is the sucker you're fucking with, but I don't know. I feel like they had nuance back then, and there was like something you could genuinely I like to think a good hustle can trick even the smartest people if it's like a bad day, if it's the wrong time, maybe they look at it from the right angle, shit like that, But a lot of these hustles these days just shoot low because they know that those are the fish that you are definitely gonna catch no matter what. And there's nothing wrong with that. Very smart. Did you? Okay, good job, Dia.
Beyonce is queen, so no one can say that.
Ain't nobody dissing Beyonce.
Huh?
Ain't nobody dissing Beyonce.
I'm saying, like, no one can ever call her a diva because she's fucking Beyonce, alright?
I really didn't get through this entry because I went off on a chicken thing when I saw the word tenders. Now that's classic Kyle, bro. I wonder what the fuck she's making out there. It smells ridiculous, bro. What is she making and what did she make it in? I wonder if this time she's started making Hot Pockets in the air fryer. It would have been the first time she air fried something for herself without also making something for me. Which would mean that now Dia uses the air fryer too. Just Julie says, yay! I caught a live stream today. It's been a while too. Well, you did it. Here we are. And here's hoping that your pockets are the hottest of them all. Number 5 reads, my wife and I are friends with a lot of bar owners and bartenders because of our job. We knew this one owner/tender, and we'll call him Dana. That was the nicest. Did you make that in the air fryer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you make stuff for yourself in the air fryer now, huh?
Shut up.
So you're an air fryer girl, huh? Yeah. Well, man, now we're talking. Did you put it for 13 or 14 minutes?
I put it in for 16 because I liked how crispy.
Because you liked how crispy it was that one time. I would probably go 14. Was it 380?
No, 320.
320. So guys, you heard it from me. If you're making Hot Pockets in the air fryer, I would go 320 for around 14 minutes. Yeah. 14 minutes. Why is Maddie D saying, oh my god? Is something wrong, Maddie? Damn, that bitch is in a losing fight with her keyboard. What if that's like a little kid? Anyway, my wife and I were friends with a lot of bartenders and owners at a time because of the job, and we found one, and we'll call him Dana, okay? That was the nicest guy. Like, if he knew you were sick, he would cover your shift and your bar and give you some tips that he made that night. Huh. I'm so sorry for reading ahead. The entry like disarmed me in a very I'm bored way, so I wanted to make sure. One night we're drinking with another bartender friend who's named Ben. Ben lets us know that Dana has brain cancer. He's been keeping it quiet, but Ben has been giving him money, upwards of $5,000 for treatment. My wife and I were about to give money to Ben to pass on. Then Dana's business partner got suspicious and hired a private investigator to follow Dana on a day that he took off for medical reasons. It turns out Dana had spent the day drinking at another bar. There were no doctor visits. The business partner confronted Dana, who comes clean. He did not have cancer. He was just saying this to get money from his friends. Apparently, lots of bartenders had been giving him money. Dana is more or less run out of town. He moved to a different city, and I know he slowly paid Ben back, but it took a couple of years. I'm not sure what has happened to him since. Can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine? Yo, that is disgusting. Some people are willing to lie about having cancer. Whatever it takes, I guess.
Yep.
Whatever it takes to get money. What a fuck. What a stain. Guys, I have serious things to ask you. Serious questions. The biggest question is, you know, am I a bitch for wanting I don't know, Dia? To get a little bit of that Master Chief action? Am I a bitch for that? Because I want Master Chief in my life?
Nah.
What do you mean? Master Chief.
If anything, it says a lot about a game if they put it in another game and you're like, yes, I'm spending...
Me, I can have a little thing.
I'm spending money to have this character be in this other game for me. Like, I get to be this character once more somewhere else.
Bruh.
Because you love that game.
Walking Dead. Walking Dead in Fortnite. So I genuinely believe Samus is coming, Dia. I believe Samus is coming. But you know what the real question is, Dia? We gonna get sexy Zero Suit Samus. Do you know what I mean? That would be a really cool touch. Because when I think about Samus, her shoulder bing bongs are too big. Her shoulder bullshit is way too big. So as a character, I mean, it's bulky, it's interesting, it makes sense. But put her in this too. Nice. Bloodhound, Dia. You know what I'm talking about? Alright, fine. We'll finish the list. Don't lie about cancer, kids. Come on. You know? Maddie is saying ham and cheese OP. Maddie likes the cheese in her mouth, in and around her tongue. Seraphim Bear says not really, Kyle. What are you guys talking about? Pepperoni and Philly steak, Philly cheesesteak. You guys are just naming types of Hot Pockets. Is that what's up? Why are we doing that? Can I tell you my favorite? You guys will never guess my favorite Hot Pocket flavor. I'll give you guys 3 guesses. Oh my god, Dia. How do you not choke around me? I would say that you're used to choking on me. Yeah, how unfunny it is to you only makes it more fun. Dia.
Do you?
How dare you? How dare you? I'll fight you with that Hot Pocket. Yeah, eat it then. GameTuber says pepperoni. Nah, man. Hilariously, that's what Dia's eating right now. She likes the pepperoni pizza Hot Pockets. That's her favorite one. But, if we all may be so gross together, you know, sharing our favorite Hot Pocket flavors. Okay. I can't believe none of you can guess it for me because none of you know me. Wow. None of you know me. Linda says I used to like the steak one, but it changed and it's disgusting now. I think the one that I liked may have changed too. Because here's the bottom line. The Hot Pocket that is my favorite type is actually a lean pocket. Okay? It's the one with the green branding. And this one that I happen to love. What if it's not green? No, here it is. What the fuck? Okay. So my favorite is cheeseburger, and they never have it anywhere. Wait, classic cheeseburger is all wrong. Normal cheeseburger. I just imagine somebody describing them watching my stream as them watching a guy Google Hot Pockets.
Google.
I said Google. This is the one that I like. This is the way that it used to look. And I'm not sure that they make it anymore. Did Seraphin say that was my answer? How did Seraphin know? How did Seraphin know? Has Seraphin actually gone back in time on my channel and started listening? You know how scary that would be? That would be pretty scary. Oh, somebody was saying that they don't have it in Australia. They're from Australia. Intriguing. Sean says, I once ate what I thought was a steak Hot Pocket. It turned out to be an extremely expired pepperoni Hot Pocket. This is some really chewy meat, he thought. The meat inside was brown, and I still have nightmares about it. Sean, that's actually a really scary story, man. That's a pretty scary anecdote. I hope you know. Well, I think we're all done with Hot Pockets now. Good job. Not bad, John. Thanks for sharing. Number 4. That's the breath I need. When I met my wife, she seemed to have a normal, modern family. 2 moms, 2 dads. Over time, it became apparent that her stepdad wasn't around much. Holidays, birthdays, you name it, he'd pop up to say hi, grab a nap, whatever, and then just take off again. My wife's family thought this was normal. Just the way it had always been since they were teenagers. He claimed to have a job following FedEx trucks around the state to prevent theft and drug trafficking. What do you mean to prevent theft and drug trafficking? Following FedEx trucks? That's a job that people have? And to prevent drug trafficking, what does that mean? How do you prevent drug trafficking from following a FedEx truck?
Because they could have it in there, and then just.
Well, how would you know? Do you follow the truck with like a drug dog or something?
A drug dog.
Or do you accost people when they get their package and go, open that package, there's drugs in there? What the fuck are you? What do you mean? I'd like to know the ins and outs of this. Are you an authority figure? You mean you have a job following FedEx trucks? I've never wanted to fight more after hearing a profession. What in God's name? They need to legalize the fucking everything in this country so everybody can calm the fuck down and stop being so fucking gay. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be one thing if you out here, like, tracking down a bomb or some shit like this, but wait a minute. That guy get those drugs delivered to his house the way that it should be. We could be living in the future right now where Amazon is sending us kush, yeah? We're getting ganja straight from Amazon. Just put it on the card. Direct deposit, subscribe to that for a monthly fee. Just hit me with that good stuff, but nah. Because the government want to fuck around. Because Republicans got to find every way to make the world just a worse place. A worse place. Please, though.
Is everyone going to be asking you about Kate's DLC and how much you liked it or not?
Ariel, Kissel. I don't care. I don't care about your name. It's not easy to say. Kyle, are you going to do I like the Kate DLC? I'll be real with you, man. Let me go ahead and pull something up real quick. I am going to pull up a window that will capture my VLC player. Then I will let's see. Then I will throw in, let me make sure that's actually being captured the right way. think it might be. So let's throw this in here just to see what's up. Yes, the last time I was playing Marvel's Avengers, I felt the need to take some footage because of some of the amazing things you can do in the game. You know, the Kate Bishop character really is just, she's an amalgam of all the favorite heroes in the game. My God, she can use portals like Doctor Strange. She can teleport like Nightcrawler. You know, if you believe in yourself, the bitch can even fly. You know what I mean? Allow me to show you. I really can't get enough of it. How do I feel about the Kate Bishop DLC? I feel like the game is still broken. And until it's fixed, why should I care? Why should I care about your A-pose the video game? I can make my character plank in midair because I really fly. Adventure, you know? Don't ask me about Marvel's Avengers, dude. The only thing funny about the game is how broken it is. And like, we can laugh at Cyberpunk because there's some pop-in with textures. The AI is funny. People are kind of clipping through the ground sometimes. But that whole game and all 10 to 30 or 40 hours of you just trying to play through one, you know, one life aspect or one, you know, class or some bullshit like that. It's going to take you a while because there's content there. This game, bruh, what do you say? What do you do? I got clips in this game of like buttons that you can stand on for a puzzle not working. For real? For real, the buttons don't work? I just don't care. Why are you capturing this screen? Go back to when you were capturing. It's like...
What if they're all from Crystal Dynamics? Then that's why they're asking.
These are Crystal Dynamics employees? Nah, man. Trust me. I would imagine that in between the bouts of them trying not to end their life, that they're watching very diluted, sterile, and like boring maybe streaming shows on like Disney Plus. The people that work on things, the people that produce the shit that we inevitably realize we can't stand, they are the types of people that ingest the type of content where when we see it, we would go, who would watch that garbage? They're the type of people who would watch it. And that's what they do. So that's pretty cool. Wait, no, go to the Master Chief part. Yeah, Master Chief, yeah. Yeah, Master Chief. As we continue up this list, my dudes, I'm really sorry. That sent me into a different dimension. You follow around FedEx trucks to stop drug trafficking. I was so infuriated by that. You know? Because preventing theft, that's like a great thing to do. You know? Surely the FedEx and the UPS trucks, nah, they do their part. They do their part. Some of them, you know, Amazon, you actually get pictures when they drop it off. Like, what more can you do?
You know, when it comes to this, I wanna let everyone know, because of an incident that happened not too long ago where a driver, I don't know if it was FedEx, but it was like one of them drivers, died because apparently there were stolen jewels on there because the theft had gone onto his truck. They could have followed them with the GPS tracking device that they have on every truck. So, like...
Oh, you talking about the one where there was like a straight up shootout?
Yep, and someone, and a woman died in her car because it was right.
A woman died in her car from like all
Yeah.
of the crossfire and bullshit like that. That's nuts. Like, the police really don't know how to handle situations, and all we can ever do is pray that for some reason, you know, they will just avoid us entirely. You know, because some people live their lives and do everything right and keep their head down and follow the rules, and they can still end up dead in their car because they're too close to somebody else fucking up, and police that are not going to, I want to say, follow protocol. Police that don't know how to de-escalate or wait for the right opportunity. It's so crazy because you and I play video games almost on a daily basis, and we can wait until the opportune moment to take a shot. Yes, this guy on the road is endangering lives, but we have to believe that much like the animal that he is invested in preserving his own life. And unless he's like, straight up jumping out into new cars, hijacking, trying to take new hostages, maybe he put a body down. Y'all should be trying to apprehend this motherfucker, not just blast him, kill him, firing so many bullets that people in the background are getting fucking injured. Damn. All they did was choose to drive down the street today, and now they are dead. Great job, police. You know what I mean?
Like, that is a fear of mine, that I'll just be in the middle of it all and die. And I wasn't even a part of this whole thing. I just happened to be there when it happened.
True Silverwolf says, is Fortnite Master Chief available for all platforms or just Xbox? Yes, he is available for all platforms. That's the beauty of Fortnite, isn't it? That's what I was talking about earlier, is how much I'm in love with the fact that they're going to make Blood Gulch tomorrow, and that you will be able to technically play that shit on like PS4, when otherwise you wouldn't be able to. Because remember, they came out with a Kratos skin too. Kratos Fortnite. And you can play that on everybody's platforms. You can play this on Xbox. But what PlayStation did, like the cheeky cunts that they are, Dia, they made it so that there is a skin that is only available to him on PS4. So what would be amazing is if we all got Master Chief, right? But there was a skin that was only available if you played him on Xbox. Maybe you have him in like in his different, like, because his outfit is kind of changed from Halo to Halo, while they're trying to make his outfit a little more modern and cool, or high resolution and shit like that. But yeah, those would be fun. If you could have like probably the low polygon OG Halo 1 version, I'd like that a lot. But I'm not playing this on Xbox. Plus, we have the same account. You have to wonder if I went over on the Xbox, right, and then got that variation of the skin, if when I came over here I could still have it equipped. It's just a thought. Otaku says, Kyle, I just got the character and I wanted in Genshin. Oh man, they didn't name the character, so I'm wondering if it's who I want too. Could be a double-edged sword. I'd ask who the character is, but I don't want them to be like, oh, Diluc, and I'd be like, oh, you have Diluc. I'm not going to be getting any Genshin characters unless I pay, and I'm never going to pay. Not in a Kyle doesn't have a PlayStation 5 world. If not for angels like rollaways, where would I be? Ultra says, Kyle, is there any hope for Hawkeye? Oh, big time. I'd be interested in Hawkeye. Man, I took a lot of pictures of Hawkeye. It's not like I'm not excited. The combat in the game works, and I'm interested in it on occasion. I hope for a future where I can see Doctor Strange and Scarlet Witch. But the thing about this game is that, or the game Marvel's Avengers, is that it doesn't really allow itself to shine, It's kind of whack. Oh, I didn't see the Marvel trailers that Disney released, but I know that there's a new WandaVision trailer, and I want to go check that out. So I'm gonna have to see that shit. Everything else can suck my balls, though. I'm not trying to watch a, what was it? What's the Kate Bishop show or Hawkeye show or Miss Marvel? I'm not trying to watch a Miss Marvel show. I think we all know that. I think everybody feels the same way about it. As we continue up this list, okay, my bad. Did I even finish this? Nope. When I met my wife, she seemed to have a normal family. She had 2 moms and 2 dads. One of the dudes was weird. On holidays, he would just show up, grab a nap, and then leave. He said that he had a job following FedEx trucks around to stop drug trafficking and theft. But I thought it was strange and started making jokes about him having another family. Well, I guess it got to my sister. How funny is it, the idea that a guy just tells a joke and it actually gets into somebody's shit enough that they're going to hire a private investigator. Yeah, men, y'all need to be real careful about what you joke about, because all it takes is a joke for some things to bury themselves in these girls' psyches until it ruins them. It's terrifying. Dia and I just started watching the show called Death Parade. Bruh, this one dude let something that he heard. I'm not going to ruin the show. You should go watch Death Parade. Go watch one episode of Death Parade. Because I loved it. And it's so true. It's so modern that, a person would let something that they could easily at any point just talk about potentially ruin the relationship, because it puts this spin on any and everything that happens that just feeds the fire of insecurity within people. Otaku says it was Jinyan. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad that you want them, and I hope that you can incorporate them into your team without too much of a cost. FC Nader says the opening of Death Parade is pretty fire. I guess it is, bro. I wish we could just show off anime openings on this channel. Death Parade opening. Is this happening, dear? Is this happening? Wait a goddamn minute. You wouldn't do that, Kaya. You better stop it.
Yeah, that's as much as you can do before Japan comes and strikes it down.
Bruh.
They're very protective.
Let me just hit them with that one part of it that I really like. Cause Madhouse, the people probably be really confused about what kind of anime this is just from this one part. But
and that's wonderful because it's best if you go in it blind.
What happened?
You do that pose.
I'm doing the pose, guys. Okay, what happened, Dia?
I said that this is a type of anime that I highly recommend, but to definitely go into it not knowing anything, know nothing about the show, and go into it. And if after the first episode you ain't about it, then you ain't about it. I will say that every episode is different as far as their ending goes, and that's not just the outro. But
ladies and gentlemen, whenever you guys ask questions like where can I watch stuff, I would never on a Kyle channel on this our Lord's sanctified and pure platform, YouTube, in the year of our Lord 2020, instruct you on how to find anything on the internet. But I would say that in the past, a great way to find something that I was looking for would be, and this is very important before I even say anything else, do not click shit that is going to download anything. Do not click anything that says download or play or you know what I'm talking about? But if you're looking for something, like say I was looking for Death Parade, right? And I just typed online streaming maybe, and then 1 2 3 for no reason. Why would I put the 1 2 3 at the end of it? I don't know why I did that. What's going on here? Ain't nothing to show. I don't know if these episodes work. You get what I'm saying?
either way.
I don't know if these episodes work. What's the significance of me pressing 1 2 3 after? Me don't know. So I pressed the play thing, and it's like, what is this? Is this the episode loading up? I don't trust this. Should I trust this?
I haven't got a sea cucumber in forever.
You know, I press the play button. And then what? It doesn't skip in. That's a bad sign. See? Yeah, it hit me with this bullshit. Why did the first one lie to me, Dia? And why is Crunchyroll 404ing? Do you think Crunchyroll will let people watch it if they sit through their ads? Because I know it's on Hulu too.
Yeah, just go on Hulu.
Oh, what if it thought it was a movie? Even though it was showing me all kinds of bullcrap. What is this? If the movie does not work, then... What's going on here, Dia? It says there's multiple servers where they have the episodes hosted. Yet, I see nothing. Oh shit, this host works. Not that I would, not that it matters, Not that I'd recommend any of that. Damn. Now we're talking. Back to Kratos, Dia. Oh my god. Oh my Kratos and Master Chief and Samus Aran and Daryl and Michonne from The Walking Dead.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved if I could have been Carol.
You would like to be Carol.
Yes.
But
Carol is queen.
you gotta recognize the marketability.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Rick isn't in it. And it makes you wonder if they're saving Rick for when they do their little movie. Because you know there's supposed to be some kind of upcoming movie with Rick.
Can you imagine being what's his face? Like the guy who was in GTA and the guy who was in Supernatural.
John Winchester, Negan. Ooh.
Negan and his assistant, the guy who was in GTA.
Well, I'm always gonna know that guy as Simon because he played that character in Grand Theft Auto. But those would be weird characters, but they'd be interesting too. I'd love to be Negan. You could give him the baseball bat with the spikes. That would sell. That would sell pretty hard. The baseball bat with spikes would sell very hard as a harvesting tool in Fortnite.
Although we already have like one at the very least.
What are we, like 2 entries away from the... Did this guy really not stop? I'm sorry. I gotta stop. Well, I guess it got into my sister because...
Sister-in-law.
My sister-in-law, because she gets a favor from a private investigator at her law firm. Sure enough, he has not 2, but 3 wives around the state. And 5 other stepchildren between them. How does he keep the story straight? 3 wives, not girlfriends. Not baby mamas, dear. Wives? Now I want you to talk to me about this. Because, dear, some girls, and we see this from the age of like 12 on some of these girls, they can't fart without needing to put that out on the internet in some capacity because they crave the attention. They need it. They live off of it. And it's not just like when you're a kid and you're just like, what's going on my phone? Why won't anybody message me? Hey, ask me questions. Ask me stuff anonymously. Well, goddamn, I got to take my top off or something. Let me pull this top down. You like what you're seeing? You want to talk to me now? But I'm not interested in you. Shit like that, right? But Dia, imagine you're an adult where you've got all of that bullshit out of your system. You should be fair enough, settle down. You know, maybe you still want to have a little bit of a presence online. You establish a persona or an avatar and you just throw that out there, get a little bit of attention for it. Can you imagine living so off the grid, Dia, that you can have 3 wives and no one's going to find that out unless they specifically look into you? As far as your identity is concerned, as far as what the government knows about you. I consider this a fucking masterclass. I want this man to teach people. How? 1 woman is terrible. 3 women? Families under them women? Them kids only gonna keep those kids are only gonna keep those women preoccupied for a certain amount of time, and then depending on the type of woman she is, because she's probably not gonna be working all the time, she's gonna have nothing but the time to get online and figure some shit out. Girls, y'all are probably cool. If you're listening to this, I don't mean to be up my ass when I say that, but if you're listening to this, you're probably pretty fucking cool. You know, you get online, maybe news is a portion of what you look at just to stay abreast of what's going on. Maybe you're looking at some of, the things that are relevant to your hobby, whether that's video games, whether that's like you're into knitting, or you like to go out and hunt, or you like to ride certain vehicles, like your dirt bike and you're riding motorcycles, ATV, snowmobiles, something weird that you're into, like relative to your interest. That's what you're looking online. Things about your hobby, anime, Korea, whatever. You get online, you look at your hobby-oriented shit, you look at news, you look at memes, you know what I mean? You're looking at what's going on. Maybe you're into stocks. Do you get what I'm saying? When I say that you're cool, I mean you're not bored. You're not just scrolling endlessly down something. You know what I mean? Because, when you have free time, you tend to kind of waste that time, but some of us spend our free time doing stuff that makes us laugh, doing stuff that helps us build a collection of shit that maybe we can share with other people. Maybe we're getting somewhere in a show that we like, you know? Not all housewives sit down and just consume whatever dumb TV show or, you know, endless series that's been made a dozen times and let that be the end of it. They get on the fucking internet, my dude, and they look around, they look at dumb theories that people have, they find new ideologies that they're a part of. You know, this guy's gonna come home one day to one wife and she's gonna be like,
I've been looking online and I decided that we are all gonna be vegan.
okay, honey. He's gonna go to the next bitch and she's gonna be like,
I was looking at this guy talking online and I realized that we should not have any gluten in the house.
it's funny because it's all variations of the same shit.
Oh.
2 other women, Dia. Could I do it?
No.
That's why I'm freaking out. I'm sorry.
Because you aren't the type of person who
Dia,
to be doing
I want
that.
you to know 10 out of 10 men aren't the type of person that could get away with this. They'd slip up somehow. They'd slip up somehow. And not just in a sitcom way where they call somebody by the wrong name and go, oh boy, you know. Dick Kickham says, hey Kyle, can you recommend a gaming laptop for under $700? I just want to play some newer games. Ugh, under 700, boy. I would go to Amazon. Shit. I just reminded myself of Amazon. I need to buy another microphone stand because this one is a piece of shit. Oh, my lord. If it'll fucking work for $25, you know. But I should probably go for this one. But I don't need a 2-pack. Can I get a single one of these? Because this one looks like the better...
again.
What happened again?
My name, look.
Your name?
On your screen. Look, the little S thing.
Why does it have that? What does this mean? Can someone tell us what this icon next to Dia's name means?
I'm scared now.
I think it means that you may be one of the top commenters? Or that there's some sort of streak? I'm searching Google for the image. And Google doesn't know what to do with it.
I was like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what it is.
What the fuck
and
is
this?
this?
The second time it's ever happened, so.
What the fuck? Whatever. When I'm wearing it, it's on my left. What is she talking about? Was I looking up a laptop for somebody and then I got lost in this mic stand? At least I have it open now so I won't forget it. Laptop, boy. I'm not going to lie. It's been a long time since I've looked into some computer bullshit, but I wouldn't know what to look for. I would say that $700 is a very great price for a laptop that's not dog shit. You know, you're probably going to get charged for the SSD. I need another SSD. But, look for a laptop with a decent SSD and then make sure that whatever the graphics processor in it is, I mean, look at this. You're going to end up paying, you know, well over $700 in tax. But this looks fairly good. And a GTX 1650 is considerably more than you would probably need for whatever you're going to end up playing. The bottom line is, we all always end up thinking we're going to need a crazy GPU so that we can handle a bunch of bullshit. But the GPUs that we end up having are way more than what we need. You know, the joke is, you know, everybody buys this space shuttle tier bullshit when we just end up playing Minecraft. We just end up playing Among Us, Fall Guys. What?
Do you see the bottom one? It looks the same, but gray instead of red.
You may have made a comment that only members could see?
I don't know. Because that doesn't make any sense.
Because that's the member
Symbol.
symbol. But
You should look up what that means. But not right now. Not right now.
I'm sorry. Yeah. So look, this is more than what you need. Big time. Not to say that you're only going to be playing Fall Guys, Minecraft, or Among Us and shit like that. But I think the thing to worry about with computers that are laptops, is a decent processor. 8 gigabytes is a joke. I would recommend you trying to find a laptop and immediately trying to upgrade the RAM. But as long as you have something even around here in the i5, you should be fine, man. This is excessive for what I believe that you'll need. But yeah, I think 700 is more than enough, especially if you look for something that would be considered a gaming laptop. Just literally type that in your budget anywhere. And I also recommend it if you have the time, and you probably should if you're trying to get something that is the best for what you need. I would say go over to Build a PC, or there's like different types of subreddits like that, and just say, hey man, I want to buy a PC. This is my range. They're probably going to try to trick you into buying it. I mean, building it, but no, they'll give you great suggestions. And you could even tell them what you need specifically. The rollaways it's some sort of loyalty badge. Yo, the other day I was watching a video where we were like, they were playing the 3D maze from old school Windows, and it destroyed me. It is not a joke. All right. 3D. Damn it! I was trying to type 3D maze. Windows. This thing fucked me up, man. I don't know why it fucked me up so hard. It just fucked me up. This is that shit that makes you feel like you're dead. You're gonna die. This is that old school shit right here. And I couldn't explain to Dia how it made me feel. I just couldn't explain.
And if dying is the word that comes into your head, then I don't think that's good.
Whatever. I'm gonna be dead. We're all gonna die soon. It sucks. Number 3 on this list. Damn, I thought I was closer. My sister, whom is in her mid-30s, is adopted and hired a private investigator to find her estranged biological father. Ugh. 30 years old and you give a damn, huh? They came back saying that not only was he still alive and nearby, but he had a daughter, meaning she also had a biological sibling. Further digging from the private investigator uncovered that they weren't just similar ages either. They were the exact age. The evidence suggested that my sister had a twin, and her birth father had taken the twin and vanished. Wow. Eventually, through more incredible detective work, the private investigator realized that the daughter was actually just my sister. Huh. Not a twin then. There was no other sibling, and they had just been investigating my sister the whole time accidentally. Wait a minute. Needless to say, we asked for our money back. I like that this is a list about private investigator stories, and we hit like the jackpot with a shit investigator story. It was just the sister. You want to know something funny?
What?
Should I tell you now, or should I tell you when you'd want to know? Which one would get you wetter? Should I ask the stream?
Sure.
Okay, girls, check it out. You and I were together, and and you really like a certain type of food, right? Some of this food's in the house, but I've carefully hidden it from you. The plan is to get you like really relaxed and feeling good and just like, oh, kind of like you ever just lay back and know that you don't have to do anything for a while, and that more importantly, nobody's going to harass you. No kids, no family, no friends. Nobody's going to bother you right now. Maybe it's the right time of the day, you know, where they're all asleep and they shouldn't be harassing you. Maybe it's you just finished talking to all of them, so you know that they shouldn't be getting a hold of you for a certain amount of time. Whether maybe you got kids and you just put that little motherfucker down and they really are tired. It's been a long day for them, so you know that they're going to be knocked out for a while. You are just ready to relax and like just fucking turn into a puddle on the bed right now. And then I come in and I'm like, hey, I got your favorite thing. Should I give it to you just like that and say, hey, I got it for you? Or should I wait until the next time you're hungry to tell you?
Am I to answer this too?
You can answer it too because you're hearing me, yeah. The correct answer is that it's already ruined, Dia. Because I already said it.
The first one.
The first one is what? That you want me to tell you even when you're not hungry?
Oh, no. The second one. I thought that like after like a nice day.
Yeah, you're right that I should just tell you that you have the thing. There is wings for you out there. Did you see that? You didn't see it. It's back there.
Will you hide everything?
I don't hide anything. I just had to, you know, I had to Tetris the fridge to make some shit work. And I put it in first so I knew that it wouldn't be visible to you by the time I was done. But, yes, Dia, when you're in the mood, you've got the food that you like. I kind of inadvertently made you seem like a wings-loving monster. Is that okay? Like, you're just like, but you do like wings, Dia.
I do like wings. Wings are delicious.
I want to find wings that you like more and more just to see if you get crazier.
Wings and drums. Or drumsticks.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the fucking best. I love wings though. If I had to pick between the two, even though they're both my precious, it would have to be wings. But I love me some drumsticks too. Nothing wrong with breasts. I don't know. It's not for me.
Breasts are for me, man.
I know.
Let's go to a playlist that I created and see if anything on there is stupid. When I already know everything on there is stupid. Are you really going to tell me that I can't, like, scroll to the right here? Thanks for that, asswipe. Maybe if I open it like that, and then it'll let me. I remember putting this video on. It just made me amused, like how mad this cat was at this guy's foot. I don't know why. I don't know why I like that. Parasite wasps, like the Alien movie, but real. I'm growing out of your body. There's a bunch of them too. Gross, scary. Ugh. What is any of this? What did I want to share? What would have made sense? Oh, yeah, I remember just adding some videos from like my old school favorites on the internet years ago. But I feel like there should have been something enlightening here. Super Soaker Skeet Skeet.
Blasting news in here.
Oh, it's in my mouth. Okay.
This is what we can't do.
Oh, God. What kind of commercial? Splat. Yeah, we did have that phase, you know, when we liked ooze and slime, Dia. You know why? Because that was how Dan Schneider and other executives could get kids used to slime, you know, and then they'd invite them into the back room and say, "Hey kids, you like slime? But slime that's green can stain you. Wouldn't it be better if the slime was clear? And then it would just, it wouldn't leave a stain, do ya? Wouldn't that be better, kids?"
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
It's fucking dark, Kyle.
Really fucking.
I'm Dan Snyder. Get those feet out, girl.
Oh.
You did this to yourself.
Oh, if I Google Dan Schneider and feet, okay, just help me. If I Google, what would happen? What comes up? Oh my God, what is it?
It's probably a clip show of like
It's
how
some
many
kind of-
times in iCarly they'd have the girls put their feet out, show their feet.
Whatever do you mean? Is this like some sort of... What's going on here? Whoa. Wait, is there a bigger version of that picture? Oh my God. One man in particular took hundreds of photos of my feet. I was only 13, and one of the main reasons why I am never able to get pregnant. Oh my God. Oh my God. What's happening? Oh, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, there was also a competition where he.
Oh my God.
Yes,
Like a
yes.
challenge?
Yes, he asked kids to.
No.
Take pictures of their
No.
feet.
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm sorry, everybody. What do you mean? What do you mean he?
Yeah,
Dan
but-
Schneider himself?
No, not himself, but like the show, in order to promote the show, for like something that they were doing. He's the creator of that show, so through him, or because of him, they had him sending in pictures of their feet. I don't think it was him specifically, but I know that it was for the show.
Oh my God. It's Dan Schneider.
Oh, and that's
Oh my
Britney
God.
Spears'
Is
sister.
that how people take pictures? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Britney Spears' sister, and so on.
Ew! What's going on here?
It's her biting her toenails.
Why? Why does that need to be in the episode? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. Hey, listen. People like Hayel never needed to see this. I knew it was bad. Bro. Dan Schneider used to be on Twitter.
Yeah,
Okay.
you act surprised as if this man wouldn't be on there.
Okay. I want... Oh God. Oh God. Oh God, I want to go. Oh God. I want it to go away. I want it to go away. How do they get away with it? Yo.
Off-topic question, but where does the world is your oyster come from?
I've been hearing that phrase forever. No idea where it originated. Kyle, did you not know about getting the Van Dan? I knew the dude was bad. As many people are. I thought they were just focusing on Dan a little bit hard because he is like one of the names behind these shows with all of these tight little pretty underage bitches for these dumb shows that are they're targeting kids. But when you're behind the scenes, you know that it is a cutthroat, disgusting industry where only the people who are willing to do get by. Because if you're not willing to do, they'll find somebody who is, sir. You know what I mean? So I knew that this guy was just another sleazy, like, executive producer type douche that is, you know, only choosing the girl that they like the most. That because of what they can do for them, because of what the parents are allowing their children to be used as, will do for this man behind closed doors. Ugh. But no, he's like really in your face about it. He's into feet in a capacity that seems to... It must have been fucking Wonderland for him, Dia. It must have been Wonderland before a world that you have to admit has matured when it comes to sexually recognizing fetishes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because back then, you could probably convince a bunch of people, oh, it's just this innocent, fun little thing with feet. But these days, nah, son. You don't need to see nobody's feet. You don't need to see anybody's feet, you bastard. Is there money involved? Y'all sending me $200? You could get so many feet shots with the oils and the wax. This is an advertisement now, dear. And you want me to step on something? I can't step on a cake. That would take me a long time to make and then to waste it. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it'd be worth the $200, but maybe I'll step on a cupcake. I gotta step on one cupcake out of the group of cupcakes. You know what I mean? You guys looking for that action? You could have it. You know, that foot isn't just something to be sexually aroused by. You're not just gonna get girthy and thick or wet looking at a shoe. Or what I put into a shoe, you know what I mean? You're going to be aroused by the distinguished, the experience that these feet have.
No, they also like to see them in like particular shoes.
No, I'm talking about me specifically though. You know, these are distinguished, you know, lengthy. These feet have walked. You've ever heard the phrase, "Oh, don't judge them until you walk a mile in their shoes." These feet will make you impressed. You would look at these feet and think to yourself, I wouldn't want to walk a mile in those feet because it's clear that they've been places, they've gone through things. Those are seasoned feet, the feet of a seasoned man.
They're seasoned feet.
Seasoned, zesty, aromatic occasion feet, you know? With a little bit of
Would you do it for a PS?
Little bit of Colombian in there, make the sole of the feet really fat. Damn, look at those fat soles. Did you have surgery on the soles of those feet? For $200, you could find out. Give me $100, I'll give you half of the foot. You choose the half.
Half of the foot?
Yeah, you choose the half I'm showing you. Wow, that's a bargain, bro. That is a bargain. You know, I will give you guys the opportunity to scramble for your credit cards right now. Or if you have to go to your mom's room and ask. I'm kidding. Nobody that young should be watching this and indulging me on any kind of jokes about feet. The jokes. No. Number 2? Did I finish number 3? Oh, yeah, it was about the shit investigator that found out it was just the sister that they knew the whole time. Idiot.
You finally finished that one?
Number 2, my grandmother's first boyfriend after my grandfather died said that he was a retired cop and a veteran. They enjoyed dancing to country music together and bought a new car in her name. Even though she can't drive. My uncle hired a private investigator, and it turns out that old bastard had a habit of shacking up with widows and bleeding them dry. Wow. Can I say something to you, Dia? If I never had to work another day in my life, it wouldn't be worth fucking old lady pussy for the rest of my life. Nope.
I'm sure that it's not always like that.
I'm sure it's not always like that, bro. I need you to know, when some people get married, they let it all go. They let it all fall away. All of that juicy ass body that they had, and taking care of themselves in the pits and the creases department, that's all gone for a lot of these people. They just don't care. Some married people, once they get older, Dia, they don't even get sexual with a partner. So there is no necessity for maintenance of those areas down there, and it is just the way that they live. So imagine, my targets are all people who have lost their husband. Maybe following the loss of that fucking husband, you're taking even less care of you. It's all emotion. It's all mental. Whereas sex appeal is a thing that exists for people below a certain age. How big and juicy and girthy my fucking dick is don't matter when I'm trying to bait this old broad. She don't care about none of that shit. I need to be available for her in an emotional capacity that is rivaling that of her lost husband, Dia. Because I need to hit her with something that she could never have imagined would even be the case after she's lost what she might have considered the love of her life, my dude. Well, who knows? Maybe I'm also targeting women that are that were, nah, man. You're gonna be hung up. You're gonna be hung up over the bitch you lost. And you gotta really, really try hard. I'm sorry, because I just realized I'm reacting like this is my actual mission to go find an old lady. And I'm not gonna be able to be all like, look at this big dick, old lady. She'd be like, I don't care. I lost my husband. We never used to make love, but the love between us was otherworldly. I'm like, okay, oh God, all right, you want to go play? We can go play bingo because it brings out the humanity in you that I never thought possible in the world. You are my motivation in a way. Blah blah blah.
You're killing me.
You're killing me. This old lady is killing me. It doesn't like. No, but seriously, it's just like when
Why are you still thinking about
I'm thinking of, it's hurting me to think about because I like to think that if it were between me and death and I had to somehow romance or charm a woman, do you get what I'm saying? Bruh, to think that sex appeal or flirtation or anything sexual is out of the question, it's a fucking horror story for me. Yes, there are men that do not need to take any relationship into a sexual or intimate capacity for that relationship to blossom, bloom, and grow, right? But I'd rather die. I'd rather die than have any... You know what I'd like, Dia, for girlfriends? Girls that I am disastrously vulgar and sexual with, Dia, but am not intimately attracted to. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a relationship that's very hard to manage among the wrong types of people. But do you understand what I mean when I say that? Mm-hmm. Like if, we can just be like really gross, crass, vulgar together without each other being into each other like that. You know what I mean? That's what I think a fun friendship would be. But in this scenario, I am terrified because even regardless of the relationship I'm trying to establish with the old lady, be it platonic or romantic, right? I am building this friendship without the acknowledgement, without the joking or flirtation in a sexual capacity being a factor. And I think that it is the most boring relationship in the world.
It's so pretty.
It looks like a condom.
Since when do they look all glittery?
Listen. I'm taking a picture of this. Anybody follow me on Snapchat if you haven't. CYAEL. Dia just showed me something that she caught in Animal Crossing and says, it looks so pretty. And it does. But my response was, it looks like a condom. So I'm going to post this as a story right now. And if it doesn't look like a condom, okay, I believe that. But I think it kind of does look like a condom. I think you're giving me the business, lady.
Ooh, the lady you're trying to romance?
Why did you bring her back up? Why did you bring her back up? It's not funny, it's scary.
You're the one that went on and on about it.
I went on and on about it because it did scare me, the idea that I have to, like...
You don't have to.
I have to make this woman more, like, comfortable with me after she lost someone. you know? And yes, there are some women who would be right on board. Maybe they were ready for their husband to die, but not all of them. Some of them are going to be distraught in a capacity where they will never trust another person, let alone intimately confide in somebody.
Do you want to see what a sea cucumber looks like?
I hope that the audio was loud enough to save a clip of that, because the way that you delivered it sounded really like gross and pervy. Hey, you want to see what a sea cucumber looks like? Oh, gross, Tia.
This is a children's game.
It's brown. It looks like a turd. Hey, look what I found. Hey guys, look at this. You hold it high above your head, it looks like a turd. Okay. You sounded like a dirty old man. Hey, let's see what a sea cucumber looks like, kid. Just come over in the water with me. Oh.
I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty sure Tia has told me that sometimes I am like a dirty old man.
Hey kids, you come over. Okay, I'm sorry. A used condom, how do you seen it? Oh my god. Like it looks all, that's even funnier when she says used, because it like separates at like the seams kind of. Ridiculous. Maybe a ribbed fleshlight more than a condom. Man, well look, I wasn't my faculties were not with me enough to construct a very funny joke like yours. Yours is better than mine, you know? A ribbed fleshlight. Who threw that away? You know what I mean? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are done with this list. We have one more entry, one more. I don't know why my brain thrust me into the position of now needing to like it's my personal movie that I'm in, and I have to romance this old lady, but do it without being sexual. And I'd be like, what? Without being sexual? I'd probably chop my own dick off before. And
the impossible.
Yeah. I'd have to change into some kind of, what's the name of that thing that they do when they like kind of like neuter the man so that he's not. Dude, Chris did it in an episode that we watched. It wasn't a vasectomy. We were watching an episode of Family Guy where Chris did this thing to himself, and it made him like not a man.
Chemical castration?
Chemical castration? Was that what it was?
That's what he did. But I think you mean a vasectomy as far as like just removing the testicles. Like you can't have babies.
I think he chemically castrated himself.
Yes.
Guys, I'm going to show you this episode real quick and show you what happened to Chris. Shut up. Shut up.
Like I'm some.
Give me, oh my god. Okay, hold on. Boom.
Chris? What the hell happened to you?
Mother, father, I decided to have myself chemically castrated. What the hell?
Bruh. So, that's what I feel like I need to do to myself. I feel like I need to just, like, somehow, not figuratively, like, literally chop my dick off. I need to sever myself from what a man is to be able to make an approach on any woman, romantic or otherwise, Dia, without being a little bit gross, a little bit manly. You know what I mean? No harm.
You mean straight up gross, not manly. It's not.
I think men are gross like that.
Yes, but
And I think-
necessarily with each other.
Yes, with each other, because I will be completely and utterly honest with you. When it comes to women and men dating, it's all a game of restraint. You girls need to fart and burp just as much as we do, but we're restraining ourselves around each other. There are things that a girl will say to a guy, that they wouldn't necessarily ever say if they were first dating, and the same thing applies to men. You know what I mean? I think that there are a lot of things that, like, say if a girl said it to a person that was on the first couple of dates, the guy would just laugh along. You know what I mean? and not really say anything in response. But if she said that same thing to them after they'd been dating for probably 2 to 3 months, if not only after a few weeks, he would probably respond with some of the dirtiest, filthy shit you've ever heard in your life. Not just like, oh, just like I'd bend you over and fuck you too, girl, or some bullshit like that. But I mean, just like kind of building on that, like what was just said, kind of like a little building block humor. Just like, oh, but wouldn't it be worse if it was like this too? And she'd probably respond like, ah, that kind of shit goes through your mind. You know what I mean? Yes, we're men. It's filthy. We're not like that. But if I were to be shown, hey, look at this Dan Schneider dude and how much he loves feet, I'm the one who was like, yeah, I bet you he took it to the next level and was like, hey, girl, you like slime, but wouldn't it be better if the slime was clear so you could clean it off better? Nobody made me go that far. It just naturally came to my mind. I'm not into feet. I'm not into little girls. I'm not into splooging. You know what I mean? In that area. Gross. I don't want to see any of that crap. But as a man, that's just how your brain is wired to think. Okay? Just how your brain is wired to think. Jesus says he has Cyberpunk and it has some of the funniest bugs. Bruh. You want to talk about Cyberpunk, bro? Like it has the best bugs. Sorry, I'm showing you Master Chief in Fortnite when really I was trying to get over to that other window. Here it is. Marvel's Avengers is my go-to bug game because, you know, I can fly as anybody. And that's what really matters to me. I think that shit is so cute. It's just so cute, guys. I don't think I've been fair with Marvel's Avengers. I think I owe them a debt of gratitude that I can never repay, because this game is just butt fucking hilarious in a way that, you know, in a way that money can't buy, dear. I need to get some footage on like a bigger map, like a icy map, so it's like daytime and you just see me flying around. It's good stuff. Oh no, did I close my window with the thing? What is this that I'm looking? Oh, it's the microphone that I need. I was confused. I was like, you were looking up guitars, fuck boy? Or were you looking up stools? You know, the stool she's sitting on. Were you looking up these shoes? They would make an interesting gift. Were you looking up a tight little fleshy lady that you can just put in the closet and use as you need it? You know, dump in it, clean it up later, fold her up. She's nice and compact. You know what I mean? I don't know about the hair. Could probably put glasses on her. You know, nothing wrong with that. Maybe cut it even, style it like an anime girl. Know what I'm talking about? Probably get Dia's glasses, put Dia's glasses on there. Not bad. Not much going on in the chest department. Might need to see if we could, you know, toggle whoa.
How would you do that? Now nobody will have any reason to be afraid of me or think.
So we go back to number 2, which we are definitely going to fix. We're going to finish it. Here we go. Wait a minute. You read this one. What's number 1, Dia? My mother's dad walked out on mom, my aunt, my grandmother when mom was just 5, and a few years later my grandmother died of a grand mal seizure. Mom was taken in by her grandparents, but she always wondered why her dad left and what became of him. In her 40s, she saved up a bit and hired a private investigator to track him down. Turns out he moved over time from Pittsburgh to California, where he wound up in prison for armed robbery and other violent crimes. He died in the penitentiary. My man died in the pen. I think mom got a lot of closure out of that. She was able to see what life would have most likely been even worse, and he stayed. Blah, 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 blah. Sorry. The reason that I couldn't even commit to the end of that is because my mind went flying, and I was thinking to myself, bro, can you imagine how easy it must have been to be a private investigator in the past? And just come back after a couple of months and be like, oh, he was in jail, he died.
You haven't removed the VLC thingy.
Oh my god. Marvel's Avengers did this to me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. I'll read this entry really quick so you can follow along really quickly on the quick side. My mother's dad walked out on my mom like quickly. My aunt and my grandmother, no, my mother's dad. It sounds it sounds really dumb. All right, no, you're not supposed to read anything more than a couple of times, because you mean
My mother's mom.
couldn't you have said like grandfather-in-law?
Grandpappy.
My grandfather-in-law was my mother's dad. You shouldn't be thinking about it. Just read
Why
it.
would he be in law?
I think that's what he means. I think the reason he has to say my mother's dad is because it isn't his grandfather. So it must be the father of his mother that's not his granddad is the grandfather-in-law. Get it?
No.
What do you mean? You and I get married, your mom is now my mother-in-law. Your mom's dad is my grandfather-in-law.
Yeah, but this is talking about their mom. Their mom. Like
My
your mom,
mother's-
What he's talking about. Yes, but the way that he's phrasing it is like he doesn't consider him like grandfather, even though he.
I agree that he may want to distance himself enough to say that,
Yes,
but
but he's-
I think
he's
what's
not in law.
giggle worthy, because this is what's confusing to me, is why this phrase is funny. You know what I mean? And my brain immediately snapped into trying to logically explain why it is. And yeah, it's probably just the emotion, which is what you're saying, of him going, I reject him. I'm over it, man. This is tearing me up inside. I got an extra window in a damn way. My mother's dad walked out on my aunt, my mom, and my grandmother when he was just 5 years old. Wait, no, when my mom was just 5. Fuck. A few years later, my grandmother died of a seizure. Mom was taken by her grandparents, but she always wondered why her dad left and what became of him. In her 40s,
You already read this.
I know, I was trying to read it again because of the window that was in the way.
Oh, okay.
What? Nobody's even paying attention to me. All I wanted was a lousy letter or a Master Chief. Oh my god, of course you're like way too big. And I was about to have it on the screen and it was gonna be like alright, my god, never mind. So look, the mom was taken by her grandparents, but she always wondered what happened to the dad, you know? Was wondering why he left her and what became of him. In her 40s, she saved up a bit, hired a private investigator to track him down. Turns out he moved out from Pittsburgh to California and wound up in prison for armed robbery and some other violent crimes. He died in San Quentin Penitentiary. I think mom got a lot of closure from that. She was able to see that life would have most likely been even worse had he stayed. At least living with her grandparents, she was loved and raised to fulfill her potential. The only thing that I've been birthed and groomed to fulfill is the prophecy. Kyle is here. He still lives. The Star Child has failed in his task to relinquish him. He will fulfill the prophecy. And then I hold the prophecy high above my head. He has the prophecy. No, stop him.
And it looks like a used condom.
Oh, it looks like a used condom, ribbed for her pleasure. You know what my invention for the future is gonna be, Dia? It's gonna be a condom that takes the shape of the erect penis, and then the girl can use it as a dildo in the future. And these magic shell dildos, I will call them, will be the greatest token that men can give to women. Dick pics are a thing of the past. 3D model of the dicks that have totally not been enhanced because only a small man would try to like enhance their, oh, here's a model of my dick, so, you know. And then like, and then people will start long distance relationships and be like, here's this 3D model so you can get ready for the real thing.
I've been so used to yours and now I'm gonna really get it. Yeah. Oh wow, have you grown? I'm so used to it.
That's giving me quite the look. I'm so fucking sorry. I didn't know it was nuts. Okay. Whoa. It's a good idea. Okay. After the condom is used, it retains its shape. It's like, you've heard of like
What's a gross inside of it?
What's a gross? Because no, it will harden into like a special.
Yes, but it's already been used. That's nasty.
Okay, fine. Look, let's
it still has the jizz from that night.
Some girls are crazy like that. Some girl. Oh, the jizz from our very first time. It's still in there.
Still there.
We'll pass it on to our children. They can have our fossilized jizz. The first time. It's a good idea. Maybe I'm abandoning the part where it is a
conversation piece is what it is.
But my paper mache dick idea, my magic shell, like the covering of the ice cream. Okay,
You're fucking nuts.
it's not a bad idea. I'm telling you.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
What was their name? Adam Wayne. Adam Wayne. I mean, thank you for that follow. Wow. Seraphim Beer says, could the jizz be put in a time capsule, Kyle? I mean, the thing itself will be a time capsule. You could say that all of this is just set dressing. All of this is just dressing for the coom inside, you know?
It's just dressing, man. Like range.
But I think that is the future. Right now, guys send dick pics, but if there could be a machine that maybe the government watches so we know not to modify our sizes and lie, okay? The government is involved in the dick machine. Just to make sure nobody's on that bullshit, because we can really trust the government. And yeah, and then you'll be able to send that to the girl, and if she really likes you, maybe there'll be like a wireless interface, Dia, where we can see how many times they've used that specific.
Too much technology for a used dirty condom.
It's not a condom anymore. What I want it to be is like, how many times have you simulated her opening, or have you used his protrusion? See, that's really cleaned up. I cleaned it up to say that.
You really.
Tony Turtle says, haven't I already come up with a machine like this? He's right. The machine that I made was pretty amazing. Do you think I could find that video of mine? How about... Yo, there is a Cyberpunk Glitches and Bugs compilation already. Let's look at what I like. Invention. Nice. Let's see if I hate this.
Imagine a device, and you fuck it. Ladies insert it to fuck climax. Men penetrate it to fuck climax. But imagine this fuck sequence is saved. The device save you fuck, and upload you fuck. So if someone want fuck, specifically your fuck, they can download you fuck sequence. Then lady, brace for plugin installation. And men, can safely insert and remove their hardware. Who am I kidding? Men can also brace for plug-in installation. But if this not gasmic enough, imagine the device has Wi-Fi capacity and can connect to other devices to share a live session between partners. He thrusts from his location, the device penetrates her from her location with intricate shape replication technology for his version, and thousands of pressure-sensitive receptors on her version. The sequence between you and your distant partner will be an...
Listen, this is like a variation of the product that I'm wanting to make. The crazy thing was, I think this is a more futuristic version of my device, because the one that I'm suggesting is really just a mold of an erect, participant's thing that he is giving specifically to the girl. But this version is almost like a cloud version where it can take submitted people's schlongs and then immediately, simulate it on the device. You know what I mean? So this is like... And then I also said that there are programmed sequences, like maybe one time he uses it and then he finishes and then he uploads that sequence, that whole session. You know what I mean? It's not dissimilar to if you've seen videos where they have like a virtual reality simulation that is, it's like, it can be programmed with, because some guys have these things that they fuck, but they also follow the sequence of the video that's playing. Yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's crazy that all of the ideas that I end up having always come back to this. It must be because of you, Dia. I'm absorbing your dirty old man energy.
Shut up.
I could never have been like this before. Well, guys, I hope you haven't... oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. This is not cool.
Did you?
I turned the music like way loud up because it didn't sound...
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Right. Guys, I'll be real. I would love to play a match as Master Chief if I could get this shit working, but it's being weird. It's being really weird. It won't let me do it.
Oh, could you not get me the V-Bucks and then have me buy it for you and send it to you, or can you not do it that way?
The reason that here's what I'm really trying to do, okay? I could buy $10 worth of V-Bucks to get the battle pass right now, or I could spend what is this, $2 more for this dumb little thing, which comes with access to the battle pass, and it gives me 1,000 V-Bucks, which is like the $10. So it makes sense for me to do this crap if I'm getting the battle pass, because I'm getting the money back, at least in-game currency. When I try to do it, I get this error here. An error has occurred. Interesting. And then say if I try to go back, in Fortnite, I'll get like this very strange, oh, it's just not working now. Before it was hitting me with like this battle pass. See, there it is. Drat, we're sorry, could not find fulfillment for PlayStation 4 store. What do you think that is? Could not find fulfillment. Because I don't want to try switching to a different payment method yet. Somebody has a video.
That's okay. if you guys get this type of error, it's Fortnite. They just started the season. That's why we get a bunch of errors. However, as you guys can see, this happened. I have it. It's all good. I can equip it right now. I can just go next. Next.
So it's just a problem people are having, I guess, and I'm supposed to deal with that? And I'm supposed to what? I'm supposed to wait, Dia? And not get my Master Chief now? That's crazy. That's crazy, Dia. I was looking up a laptop for somebody. I completely forgot. Guys, I apologize for, you know, believing that I was somehow immediately going to be in a life or death scenario with an old woman, and I have to, like, make her my best friend and confide in me more than she did her dead husband. I don't know why I self-inserted myself into that, like it was a action movie. More importantly, you know, I fell into some sort of description of a... I just thought that it was the natural... I thought it was the natural progression of men sending women unsolicited bing bong pics. Was to give them a mold that they could use if they so felt the inclination. But of course, the even future version of that is to just send them a model of it. And then they can go... Well, I guess the real future version would be if you could create a physical replication, almost like a hologram that you can feel, like in Star Trek Voyager with the EMS.
Or like 3D printing it?
3D printing is like, okay, but it's still like a physical prop. The future for me, would be if you could literally just holographically out of nowhere conjure them, you know, using science. Because what do you think the beats are? I'm going to be real with you guys. I said I was sorry for talking about it, but if I had to talk about it, I'd say that right now, it's just pictures. You can't do shit with it. In the future, it'll be like a mold where they're just like, hey, why don't you have this? I want you to have this for me. It's a mold of my bing bong so that when I'm not with you, you can always have me. And then in the future of that, it'll be like maybe a device that can take the shape, given any data, like any model fed into that. Like you can download the model of it and then it will take that shape. From there, Dia, it will probably be some sort of android. You know what I mean? That's pretty much just a fuckbot. But the android also has that device attached to him, so he can take the shape of the person. And it could be a girl too. And the inside device will take the shape of her. But then the future, and I can't imagine it more spectacular than this, Dia, will be, I'm sorry, babe. Will be when we go into a holodeck, like in Star Trek, and then we just conjure up the pussy. That'll be the futurist future. You can't imagine a future better than that. I challenge you all. I challenge each and every one of you. Get in the Discord, Snapchat me. I challenge you to imagine a future more future. And I love you. I'm gonna go before things get ridiculous. What's that symbol for? We'll never know. Tia's got like this special symbol. It's so great because she really is like special too, and it's like, what does it mean? I don't know. She's the only one with it though. She is the only one with it. How do you guys feel about that? Man, I'm so sorry. It's a symbol for membership. I don't understand. She's not a member.
Yeah, because otherwise my symbol would be different, right?
Yes, otherwise your symbol... Wait a minute. What if the symbol is for the amount of years? This is gonna blow my fucking mind if it's true, bro.
Shouldn't Linda's be longer? Shouldn't Linda's be, shouldn't one be next to Linda's? Because I think Linda has been here longer than I have.
You think Linda's been here longer than you have, do ya? Longer than you have out together. If I hover over the names right now, that it's in like its own page. Would it tell me more? No, it doesn't tell me how long Bradley's been when I look at the thing. Maybe there's a way for me to check my shit. Your channel. That's a good start. It's the wrong start too. I probably needed to go to, what is this called? YouTube Studio. Right. Guys, how are you? Everything making sense? You guys having a good day? Are you worried about tomorrow? Is tomorrow going to potentially be a bad day? Settings. Community. It's not in community. Let's see. Permissions? No, channel. No. Permissions. No. General? No. Channel? No. It doesn't help that I've been on this site for effectively 10 years. And yes, I haven't been going too far out of my comfort zone in the way of things that I do on this platform. But to think that I don't know this any better, you know what I mean?
That's 3 times in this stream alone that it's happened. 'Cause it's only
Again,
happened
the
once
real
previously.
question, Dia, that makes this a goddamn mystery is why does it only sometimes appear? That's the real friggin' mystery. Because you know that will be the next natural progression of this discussion is, even if it is, say one's for half a year, the other one's for a full year, maybe yours is for 2 years, like you said, but a member. Son of a bitch. And I'm so sorry, but there's just no way for me to Bro, I don't even know where this is. I had to go from like a off-site link for it to tell me where the member stuff is. It's insane. Okay, so now that I'm here, I only have 3 badges. One is the coin. Another is the bleach, and one is the demonetized sign, which is for the highest number of years. I'm not sure what that, it's just not possible. It's the weirdest thing in the world. I just enabled something called super stickers. What the fuck are super stickers? Is that available for everybody? True Silver set, useless tube. I mean, I guess you're right, man. I don't know where to begin. Half the time, I just don't know where to begin. I gotta pack it up. I gotta pack it in. I love you guys to death. I should be playing Cyberpunk right now. I don't know what I'm doing, you know. Dia was like, hey, play some Fortnite today, so we did that. Now that I actually want to get a fucking thing from the game, it's telling me, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, wow, bro. Wow. I guess that's how it goes. Mandalorian season, it doesn't want me to ya. I feel like there should be something I'm telling you, but I can't imagine. So, I love you. I'll see you guys soon. Take it easy, stay out of trouble, and watch out, I'll be back in time. The Discord link was above if you're interested, and if you're watching after the fact, it's in the description. Special thanks to all of you, and I'll be back with another one tomorrow.